Aperture.
You're driving along the road, you notice something, you slow down, you pull over, suddenly the air is different, the light is different, and I think this really heightens the perceptual awareness.
The book starts off by asking the question, is it even possible to imagine America without the road trip? So the road trip is something really, really central to American culture, and then it's also central to photography and this history of photography as well.
I first started taking photographs in 1962 after I met Robert Frank on a shoot, and it sort of changed my life. I made photographs from a moving car in which I felt that the car itself was the camera, and I was inside the camera looking out through the window as if it was a lens and watching the world whiz by at 60 miles an hour and 1,000th of a second.
I mean, the thing that all the work has been about is this idea about freedom, and that can mean so many things. But whatever my own psychology is, and I think it's a psychology that is actually part of an American cultural identity, is this idea of escape and freedom and prospecting.
The open road will never, ever, ever lose its excitement. I believe that part of the way all of this works and why the open road and finding the other, so to speak, is so appealing is because I think that we often have a difficult time seeing the things that we're most familiar with and that we're around every day.
A number of photographers have spoken at length actually about the shift in perception between driving and walking. Those tiny little unexpected events that happen, every time you turn your head or you lift your camera to your eye, or the light changes, or something strays into your field of vision. I think the road is an extraordinary space for that.
I had all these monographs, but there was no book that kind of collected everything together and really looked at what was it about the roads in America that inspired so much amazing work.
My timing changed a lot. I became much more instantaneous because you recognize something out the car window and there's no time to stop the car and go back and get it. It's there and gone like that.
The idea that it's always going to be better someplace else.
What's so amazing about it is that it contains some of the best photography ever made in the history of the medium, all collected together, and explores this dream of the road trip and all that contains.